Good morning, everyone. So today we'll be sharing our project on Kamath Catering, a small home-based Indian catering service which we help digitally transform into a fully customized tech solution. So here's a quick overview of what we'll be covering today. So first, we'll set the stage with background and project goals. Next, we'll present the innovative tech-driven approach that we implemented for a solution. After that, we'll compare the previous process to what we have now. Then we'll highlight the main functionalities and key features that add value to this whole project. Then we'll share the AI features and core pages that boost customer engagement and experience. And lastly, we'll close off with the impact and takeaways. Introduction. So our client had a small family-run Indian catering business which had their orders previously managed manually. So this was done through phone calls, word of mouth, or maybe paper-based records. So basically, the manual system was used last 10 years ago, and the goal for the client is to bring back their restaurant through a modernized operation to improve customer experience. So our goal is to build a web-based system where customers can view the menu, place orders, and communicate directly online. And over here on the side is the manual order taking system that was used 10 years ago. So as you can see, everything is done through hand. So in the beginning, the original process had problems like that there was no easy way for customers to view the full menu or the pricing. And orders were often lost or misunderstood through calls or text. The inventory tracking and the customer feedback was also not organized. And it was very time consuming because it was done through manual communication. So our problem statement is, how can we help a traditional home-based catering service simplify the order management, increase customer engagement, and move their business online without overwhelming the client? So our main stakeholder's name is Savita Kamath, and her role is the owner of Kamath Catering. So throughout this project, she had to work alongside with us, so she had 3 responsibilities: to provide the business goals and requirements, to share the feedback to shape the digital solution, and help define customer needs and expectations. So we collaborated closely with her to ensure the project aligned with her own goals and business needs. As for team roles, I was the project lead, so I developed the website, built its features, and integrated Google Sheets and AI Assistant into it. And me, Anjali Kamath, I was the tester and reviewer, so I tested the site, reviewed the features, and gave usability feedback for more improvements. So overall, we worked together to design, build, and test a functional solution for this whole project from a real-world client. So our final solution was to design a full interactive animated website for the Kamath Catering service, which included 7 different sections. The home page, so it had warm visuals and a welcome message. The menu page, which categorized the menu with images and descriptions. The cart page, so you could view and adjust your item count with live price updates. Number 4, the checkout page, the easy-to-use order form. And number 5, About Us page, which was about Savita Kamath. Number 6 was the live AI chat assistant, which was embedded within the website. And the last is this footer contact section to show the email and ways to contact the owner. And over here is our website. As for tools and software, we coded the whole website in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. We also use Google Apps Script to connect Google Sheets, Gmail, and the Google Forms in the website altogether. And lastly, we use Tidio AI chatbot to be the real-time customer support on the website. Throughout this whole project, we followed the SDLC method, which is the software development lifecycle, as you can see right here. So first, we identified the problem and the goals. Then we listed the features needed to become the solution. Then we designed the whole project layout and its website. Then we developed the website using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And lastly, we tested the website, which we'll talk about on the next slide. So as the tester and reviewer, my job was to create a website testing tracker through Google Sheets, which corresponded with the 11 different sections which were on the website. So basically, we had a key which was either yellow, green, or red, which corresponded to needs for improvement, a pass, or a fail. So there were functions that were tested and requirements that needed to be met to equal the green status, which was the one we needed to make. So each section was tested independently and the requirements were created for each page. So there was a pass and fail status tracker, and edge cases were tested, such as blank forms and typos. And this Google Sheet focused on customer usability as a whole, so the bugs were identified and fixed early on. And the final product was confirmed functional. actually a past development of it. So as of now, everything's green, but this is just a past section, so it shows the different colors and what it could have been. And these were the requirements that needed to be met for these 11 different sections. Before versus after. So as you can see, this is a chart of what the original process was to what it is now. As you can see, for menu access, it used to be accessed by word of mouth, but now it's going to be accessed by an online menu with pictures, prices, and categories. After that, you can see for order placement, it used to be by phone call, but now it's just going to be by a checkout form on the website itself. As for order accuracy, there used to be a high chance of miscommunication because it was by phone call and nothing was actually easily tracked and placed. But now customers can just select exact items and quantity themselves, and it's all stored in Google Sheets, which is another thing. Order tracking used to be just tracked by paper and memory, but now it's going to be tracked by Google Sheets. And also for customer reviews, it used to be tracked by word of mouth, but now it's going to be tracked with an online review form. And with all these different things, it's clear the new process is much better than the old one. And this is how the orders used to be tracked before on the paper, which we showed earlier. But now this is how it's after. And this is the homepage of the website. Key features. So in the next few slides, we'll be talking about what makes this whole system user-friendly and reliable. And we'll be showing that through some demo videos about the whole website. So as you can see, this is the digital menu. Customers can just browse a clear, categorized menu with all the images, dish names, descriptions, and prices. And there's about 15 different items. Now, on to the next slide is a cart system. And as you can see here, items can be added or removed from a shopping cart, and you can also customize based on quantity needs. And at the bottom, here's the total, and you can also remove the items. And here is the simple checkout form. As you can see here, it just takes the customer name, some of its details, and then the contact info and pickup details, and even some special instructions or comments and preferences in case there's allergies. And this is a whole demo video of the entire order experience. So first, the customer can just hit whatever they want to cart, and some confetti shows up as a nice little detail. And the item gets shown in the bottom right corner, like a pop-up, while it's being added. And then after that, you go to the cart, and all the items are shown. You can just change the quantity, add or increase, as you can see, decrease, even remove the item, and the total's right there. You go to the checkout screen, and that's the simple form. You just add your details, and you can change the pickup day and the pickup time. And even add special preferences, like no one. The order is shown, and then you just hit place order. Then all of these details get sent to Google Sheets, as you can see right now. And then with that, you're sent a confirmation email, which says all the details you had and a little review form over there. Now, in the next few slides, we'll be talking about what goes behind the scenes once the customer has checked out. So here's the confirmation email. As you can see here, it has the pickup details and the order summary over here as well. And it also has payment instructions that the client requested us to add. Also, there's a review form also linked in, and we'll talk about that on the next slide. Here's the feedback form. As you can see, it's simple. It just asks for their satisfaction rating and any comments and their name. Here's the Google Sheets log up close. It just takes the same headers that were there on the checkout form and just places them into here, and it's updated in real time. So over here on the side is a development of our AI assistant and a video which shows it. So basically, customers can ask questions directly on the site, so there's no need to call and wait for a response or an answer. And the AI assistant is available 24/7 for all your instant answers and needs. So it supports common questions about dishes, pickup timings, prices, customization, and ingredients. So if you have any allergies or anything, this is a good way to figure out what you should buy. And overall, it reduces the owner's workload while improving response time and efficiency. And as I said earlier from the 7 sections, this is the welcome and contact page. So basically, this shows our primary pages about the home, about us, and the contact page. Impact and takeaways. So we learned how to build a real-world website that's both functional and visually appealing, as well as using Google Apps Script to automate business workflows. In addition, we made forms send data to Google Sheets without using a back-end server, and we learned how to make things intuitive for people who aren't that tech-savvy, like our client, for example. We also learned how to improve the experience with fun animations and responsive design, as you saw earlier with the confetti showing up when we clicked something to add to the cart. We also integrated tools like Tidio AI, which was our chatbot, to help with customer communication as a whole. So retrospective. Overall, what went well was that we actually built a complete digital system from scratch, and we also connected Google Forms, Google Sheets, and email together. And with all that, we created a clean, functional website with AI support. As for struggles, I've listed them in themes. We struggle with idea shifts, explanation, connection, organization, and simulation. Now in depth for all these struggles. Idea shifts. So the project kept evolving because we kept thinking new features, and that kept adjusting our scope, and because of that, it was hard to actually focus on what we wanted to accomplish without getting overwhelmed. As for explanation, we had to explain complicated tech concepts in simpler terms to our client because she wasn't really well aware with technology, and this took some time. As for connection, we had to make sure the website, forms, and backend scripts were all smoothly connected, and that took some time and testing as well, which we talked about before. As for organization, because we coded this whole website in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, we had to make sure to keep all our files, code, and assets organized, and that took some time to manage. And lastly, for simulation, we didn't actually deploy this website in real time for the customer needs. So because of that, it was hard to actually represent realistic customer behavior and results without actually having the users. And that took some time, and it took some time to actually show the project's impact, and we'll talk about that on a coming slide. Final reflections. So we solved a real-world business problem, and we also empowered the client with tech. And because of that, we gained technical, innovative, and soft skills. And I think we're both very excited to build more solutions in the future. So for our website, the projected impact is up to a 2 times increase in daily order capacity, which is very good, and a confirmation time, which will be reduced from hours to instantaneous messages. The AI assistant will also answer questions in less than 5 seconds, which is much better than the manual version 10 years ago. And there will be an estimated 70% fewer communication errors. Feedback will also be collected instantly and stored inside of our database, so it's automatic. And this is a workflow comparison from the manual system, which was a decade ago, and the digitalized system, which we have created just now. So the orders per day 10 years ago were around 4 to 5, but now it's safe to assume that it's over than 10. The time per order was also around 10 minutes 10 years ago, and now it will be 3 minutes, which is much faster. In the feedback collection, it could not be collected because it was all manual, but now there's a Google form which has an auto submission feature enabled within it. The order confirmation speed was also hours long, but now it's instant because of our Gmail integration. And lastly, the common order errors used to be very frequent because it was done through calls, but now it's rare because it's auto-logged and reviewed. And these are our 4 links of the review form, the order sheet, the testing tracker, and our final website. Thank you. Any questions?
Nice.
So, how was the presentation?
Very nice.
Did you like it?
Very nice.
Thank you, Grandma. I'm glad that you liked it, and this concludes our presentation.